Hey guys, my name is Francisco Hernandez and today's video is going to be an exciting one because in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to save yourselves lots of time using Evoto AI for retouching and specifically how I use that retouching and Evoto AI into my workflow. If you guys were to just navigate my computer, you can see easily that I have so many different photo shoots that I've used Evoto AI, so you can save a lot of time. I've saved a lot of time using it. So hopefully by the end of this video, you also start using Evoto AI and seeing exactly how it can save you time. Before I continue though, I did want to let you guys know about Evoto AI's summer sale, which is happening now July 9th all the way up until July 23rd. And during the sale, you can actually save up to 25% off and get up to 95 plus master presets. In order to get those savings and those presets, all you have to do is use my link in the description area below or simply use my code FGH15 to again get up to 25% off plus those presets. What I really love about Evoto AI is I believe you just need your email, and with that email you get a certain amount of credits so you can see exactly how much you can use Evoto AI into your workflow before you commit in getting a plan. So definitely check out my link in the description area below and use my code FGH15 to save. I want to give a big thanks to Evoto AI for sponsoring this video so that you guys can see exactly how to save yourself some time. So without further ado, let me show you guys what some of those new features are in the latest update of Evoto before I jump into my favorite features. As you can see right here, they actually have a brand new old photo restoration feature, and I actually did use it, so I'm going to show you guys in a second exactly what it can do. Here is the photo that I did restore. So this is going to be the before, and then here is the after. There's also a brand new belly slimming feature, which of course is going to be something that you may or may not want to implement depending on what your client wants. There's now a detail enhance feature, which is going to help in case you need a little bit more clarity in your photos, a little bit more detail. You can now remove tan lines, which is something that I definitely would have benefited a couple months ago when I took photos of my niece. Here is the before, and then here is the after. Even though I don't implement it personally, I know that there's some people out there that want to add a little bit blur to the background of their photos in case they needed to use a narrow aperture and decided afterwards that they want it to be a little bit blurry. Well, now there's a lens blur feature in case you want to add some blur to your photos that looks realistic. You can also now make slideshows from your photos in Evoto AI. One thing I absolutely love about Evoto is that they're constantly updating and improving their software. So you can see that there's some of those different updates, like adding a blur detection when you use the smart AI culling. There's now AI look, which is going to be something that basically you edit your photo and then Evoto AI learns how you edit your photos and it can implement those edits into your other photos. There are now shortcuts in case you want a little bit of customization. This feature on top here, this master slider, is something that I have been wanting for a while. I know a lot of other people wanted it for a while too. And basically, if you feel like you retouched a little bit too much during your retouch in Evoto AI, now you can reduce the overall look, the overall retouching with a slider in case you guys want to reduce the effect that you applied. And lastly, right here, it says backdrop changer now supports background blur. I am in the retouching section, which is going to be a shortcut of R. And this is where I'm going to show you guys my first feature that I use all the time in my photos, which is going to be the freckles and acne / blemish removal feature. Since Evoto AI is slider based, all I have to do is just get the slider and bring it all the way to 100, and you can see that it did an excellent job at removing the blemishes onto Bonnie's face. In case your subject does have freckles and you want to keep those freckles, you can easily just grab this freckle slider all the way back to 0 and it'll bring back the freckles that it might have removed. I also tend to make use of the reduce face shine section because my sister personally loves not having any shine on her face whenever I do photo shoots of her. But in this case, it's the Bonnie. She trusts me with, determining how much shine to be on her face. And for me, I typically go around 40 to 60%. So I'm going to bring it all the way to 100 so you guys can see exactly how it looks like at 100. And then I think I'm going to bring it back to maybe 48 and keep it there because I do like a little bit of shine in my photos. I honestly don't think I need to really use dark circles or eye bags, but I am going to bring them up to maybe around 40%, maybe 42. But usually you might want to use this feature more with somebody that's older or that's in unflattering light. I do typically use the lip wrinkles and flakes feature because that usually just kind of reduces the wrinkles on the lips, or if somebody has chapped lips, it makes them a little bit more, I'm not sure how else to say it, but nicer. So in case you guys experience that with your clients, then you can just bring that slider all the way to 100. This double chin feature is really helpful, but for Debani, I don't really need to use that, so I'm gonna just pass that. There's a lot of different features here to remove certain wrinkles, but Debani doesn't really have a lot of those wrinkles, so I'm just gonna bypass that as well. Under this body refinement section, I do typically use that if there's any sort of blemishes on the skin that's a little too obtrusive, but in this case, that's not an issue. And I actually do want to show you guys the next feature that I use a lot, which is the armpit touch-up. So I'm gonna bring that all the way to 100, and you can see that I just reduced a little bit of those wrinkles and pretty much just made it a little bit more flattering. And now that I'm done with this blemish removal section, I'm gonna close that and then open the the skin retouching section. Under the skin retouching section is going to be sculpt, parentheses, dodge and burn. And I honestly feel like this gives a little bit more contrast to the face and a little bit more pop. So I definitely recommend using that feature as well. On the screen, of course, is the before, and I'm going to bring it all the way to 100, and you can see exactly what it did. It just gave a little bit more depth to the subject's face. I zoomed out all the way so you guys can see the next feature, which is going to be the stray hair removal feature, because I honestly think that is something that is super helpful. And again, when I did this stuff manually in Photoshop or other softwares, it would take me forever. So I'm going to just navigate all the way to the bottom where it says hair, and then scroll a little bit where it says hair perfection, and then bring the stray hairs removal slider all the way to 100. And you can see that it did an excellent job at removing those stray hairs. And the last couple of things I'm going to do is just remove some of the wrinkles on the clothing, which is going to be in the shirt icon over here on the right, which is going to bring you to clothes and accessory adjustments. Right here on the top, it says de-wrinkle clothing. I'm going to bring that all the way to 100. And you can see that it removed a lot of those wrinkles on the shirt. Sometimes I do feel like it can reduce a little bit of the wrinkles that look naturally there, like the big deep wrinkles. Sometimes you can reduce those a little bit. And all you have to do is just simply drag the slider on the fine wrinkles section or the deep wrinkles section, and you can just get it exactly where you want it to be. For these last two sections here, deep blemish clothing and clothing edge smoothing, I am going to bring up another photo real quickly so I can show you guys exactly what those do. On the screen here are some headshots that I did not too long ago, and one thing that I actually implemented into this photo is the glasses glare removal feature. So you can see the before right here on the glasses, and then here is the after, and it was so helpful in removing the glare in these glasses that I think it's super really helpful for anybody out there that has this issue. So I definitely recommend Evoto AI simply for that feature alone. I actually wanted to bring up this photo here, which is from the same session, so I can show you guys exactly what it does. Deep blemish clothing pretty much just removes any sort of lint or any sort of dandruff that might occur on the shirt, so that you guys can make sure that it's not any sort of distraction to your photo for your headshots. And I absolutely use this feature all the time whenever I do any sort of headshots. If you pay attention to this section here of the arm, you can see exactly what clothing edge smoothing did. So here is the before, and then here is the after. I'm now in the background adjustment section, which is going to have the shortcut of B, and on the top here you can see it does say distractions removal. I'm going to enable this, and even though for this specific photo it doesn't pick up the little bit of the softbox in the top right there, you can actually still click on where it says auto detect, and then right here where it says distractions, I'm going to click on that, and then it kind of works a little bit harder, picks it up on the top right and gets rid of that little bit of distraction in this photo. I believe this feature works best on plain backdrops, so that's probably why I had a little bit of tricky time determining where that distraction was, but I was able to kind of help it with removing that distraction. And that's pretty much how I use Evoto AI for my photos, for my retouching. I do pretty much everything now in Evoto AI, and I rarely open up any sort of other software like Photoshop. I seriously hope that you guys found this video informative, because again, Evoto AI saves me so much time, like literally days and weeks since I started using it about 2 or 3 years ago. If you guys want to save yourself some money, then definitely use the link in the description area below to again save up to 25% off any sort of plans that Evoto AI offers, as well as get those 95 plus master presets. Or again, like I said earlier, use my discount code of FChange15 if you don't want to use that link in the description area below for some reason. That's pretty much it for this video. Take care guys, and I'll see you in the very next video.